Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey chapter 327. It is the second day of the week, aka the special beam cannon workout. I am feeling pretty good right now. Very excited for this workout. But anyways, to the main subject matter at hand today. 1 year of work versus 1 year of unemployment. So, the main reason why I wanted to talk about this is because today happens to be the day that I celebrate 1 year of working at the same job, which honestly, I didn't realize I was going to get here. If I'm going to be honest, I'll tell you what I told my boss. I did not expect to be here, mostly because I did not expect to get into this line of work. I thought I would have been replaced by AI by now. So, thankfully, I didn't get into that. But anyways, that was the one thing that I was very shocked about. But I just wanted to talk about both sides of the coin because now that I've been on both sides for about a year each, it seems as though I could talk about it and the differences when it comes to things like YouTube, creating content, the gym, free time, and things like that, the benefits, the downsides, those types of things. And it'll probably be more than just money, although a lot of it will be. But anyways, I think that it's a nice little reflection on things, especially because it's been a year. It's been a year. It's like a full fucking year. So it's a lot of time that's progressed since the beginning of this channel and the journeys that have gone all the way through. Now going from unemployed to employed and now having been employed for a full year. It's kind of a crazy thing to look back and reflect upon, specifically because the early videos, if you were there for them, was very much talking about me getting a job half the time, or at least just being like, I need a job half the time. So I just wanted to talk about it. It just seems like more interesting, something to talk about nonetheless. But with that being said, I will see you at Mother Base. All right, so started this day off with squats, which were pretty good. But anyways, back to the main subject matter at hand here. 1 year of work versus 1 year of unemployment. Now, having had both for about a year each, I think I was unemployed for a little less time than a year, but still long enough. I think it was like 10 months or something like that, give or take. It was almost a year, but still, it had been quite some time. So I could round it up to a year. So let me start with the pros, first of all, of both sides. The pro for employment, the main one, money. Money is nice. Money is good. I cannot describe how good money is, especially when you have it and are earning it. That's the best part. The second best part, healthcare. I'm paying for it, which is annoying and a whole other issue on its own, but still, healthcare that I'm providing for my own family. Very nice, very good. That's probably the second benefit. Third, very less, but still a nice thing, which is structure. It allows my day to have a certain level of structure that in unemployment wasn't really there, but it kind of was, but we'll get to that. But that's probably it when it comes to the pros for employment. The pros for unemployment start with, first and foremost, free time. I had free time to do whatever the fuck I wanted. It was excellent. 10 out of 10. That was the best part of it. Another positive of unemployment was I could structure my day however I wanted to. If I wanted to go to the gym a little later than normal, then that's fine. If I wanted to go to the gym first thing in the morning, that was also fine. It was very whatever. I didn't really have to care about anything, really. The cons, and I think I'm going to start with the cons of the work part. The cons of work is that working kind of sucks. Doing the 9 to 5 every day isn't necessarily that fun. It's not the thing I would want to be doing with my time. Now, I don't hate my job, so that makes it better. And my coworkers are pretty nice, so I like that. But the having to do things for another person is kind of shitty, but that's just part of it. The other con I would have to say is that it's a lot of my time, really. It's more than 40 hours a week because of travel and everything else that goes along with it, plus the preparation and everything. That's not very fun. The cons about being unemployed are very simple. No money. And without money, you can't really do much. And I think that's the main issue with unemployment is no money, really. The other issue is the lack of structure, which sucks because then even if you have the freedom to do whatever, without any money, you're not really doing much. So then it kind of goes back to null and void. It kind of negates itself. But as well, because there is no structure or anything like that, my days would kind of become a blur of things over and over again, with the weekend not being anything special, whilst it is special while I have a job. A negative to both sides of the spectrum is stress, but it's a little different stress. In the employed sense, I have to do things for my job, which is stressful. It can be very stressful sometimes because some things are very high profile. But for unemployment, it's a weird stress because it's almost never ending, where I need to get a job now. And that forever tension of, hey, hurry the fuck up and get a job today, or because you're not making money and you're not doing anything with your life, come on, is so much more intense than it is than having the actual job, which has some crazy shit into it. I'm not going to say it's not a stress-filled thing, but in comparison, it's that forever, like, something is wrong, you fucked up, you redo your resume, reapply to this place that already rejected you, that thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's just rough, especially when you don't know where the next positive is going to be, and it could be months before you end up getting with anything, really. Or you have to stoop into some other industry that you didn't even think about going to, let's say service industry or anything like that, which is just rough, because some people have to do that. But generally speaking, between the two, between being unemployed and employed, I would have to say I do enjoy being employed a little bit more than I do unemployed, just because of the money aspect. I don't care about anything else, about the structure and all that. I can take care of that and everything. But without money, it really does put a hindrance on doing things, especially because you have all this free time. That was the thing. I had so much free time to do whatever the fuck I wanted. But 90% of the time, if I wasn't applying for jobs, it was stressing about not applying for jobs. And I don't want to have to deal with that stress, really, if I have to ever again. It's just such a mind-bogglingly low level tension, but it's there the entire day. And I just never want to have to deal with that again. So I'd rather deal with the higher stress points from work, because at least there I know I can get past it. With that other type of stress, it's like a never-ending cloud that's right behind. It's like if somebody watching you from behind at all times, wondering, hey, is this the job? Is this going to be it? Is this going to be it? Come on, bro. Be a part of society. It sucks that the job takes up a lot of my free time, obviously, because now it's just a job. But it makes me more cognizant of the time that I now have because of the job, that I have to utilize it to the best of my ability as much as humanly possible. And we're back. Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed, none. Exercises skipped, also none. Got everything in, thankfully. Anyways, I got to make this short because I need to go do some stuff. But anyways, to the main subject matter for today. 1 year of employment versus 1 year of unemployment. Now, I have to say, between the two, I did enjoy some perks about being unemployed, but also I do like money. Unfortunately, it is something that makes the world go round. I've learned that a lot. But regardless, I think that it's been a interesting learning curve to adjust to a full-time job plus doing everything else in my life, really. And I think that that's the most interesting part of it all, really, is just trying to make sure that it all kind of melts together and make sure that I, don't become a corporate slave to the corporation or whatnot, things like that. And I can also just do what I want to do, but I also don't want to make it like, those stupid ass people that are like my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5 or that dumbass shit. If I ever do something like that, understand that I'm either getting paid very handsomely, or 2, I'm ready to call it a day for in life in a video game. So you understand what I mean by that. So just understand that is not what I would ever want to do. But between the two, if I had to choose one, depending on certain life circumstances, if you can be unemployed, just do it. Honestly, if you can get away with it, do it. If you can't get away with it, aka, credit card debt and or any other type of debt is starting to pile up a little too much, yeah, get a job somewhere. But the thing is, it's interesting just thinking about the two and knowing where the two are. And I'm happy I'm on the employed side, but there are some times where I'm like, I have a day off and I'm doing something fun and I'm like, man, unemployment is really calling my name right now. So there are some of those days, but they're very few and far between. And now at this point, I've saved enough hours off that I can just pay for the day off and just do nothing, you know? So it is what it is. But anyways, with that being said, tell me what you think in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions about this one. This was a interesting thing. Now reflecting upon 1 year like that. What is it? 1 year and 1 year in and 1 year out of the job market, I guess. Yeah, that's the best way to describe that. And just let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd love to know. With that being said, tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who may or may not like it. I will be back on tomorrow with a new video. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Keep it heavy. Stay safe out there and stay cool. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.